Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, I'll be showing you the top 5 best decks to run for mid-ladder. So guys, a deck in mid-ladder has to be quite different than a deck would be at the top of Clash Royale, you know, at the very top of ladder. Like, I always show you guys these decks that are really broken for top ladder and all of that, but in mid-ladder, it's a lot different because, you know, there's so much more Mega Knight, there's so much more over-leveled players, so you have to kind of construct a deck that can actually work around that. So starting it off at number 5, we have Pekka, which is obviously just the perfect counter to Mega Knight. And I feel like Pekka is also a deck that can kind of help you beat over-leveled players because even like a level 12 Pekka will still kill level 14 or 15 Mega Knights, so I think a lot of you guys will be fine. And I think a lot of issues for, you know, the Pekka players in mid-ladder is that, you know, there's always these random 2.6 players or like these wannabe cycle pros playing these cycle decks that will end up, you know, countering Pekka. But guys, here's the thing, they're just wannabe cycle pros, guys. Don't be scared of them, man. When you're playing Pekka, even if you face a cycle deck that counters you, guys, don't worry. Like, these people are wannabe cycle pros. They don't know what they're doing, bro. They just picked up that deck and just like spam their cards. They don't have much thought behind it. So I assure you guys, if you play Pekka, you can definitely outplay a lot of those cycle decks that you think are just impossible. Like, you just have to give it a try. And I think the most important thing for this deck is that you are able to kind of just have a feel for Elixir. You know, I see a lot of people commenting about how it's so hard to keep track of Elixir in the game. Like, they can't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elixir, how much Elixir their opponent has on their hand like that. They just can't do that. And people think I do that, but guys, I don't do that. I literally don't do that ever. What I do is that I just will have an intuition, and I just built up that intuition over years of playing Clash Royale, and I kind of just like realize roughly how much Elixir my opponent has at any given time. Like, I don't count the Elixir on my fingers like some people tend to think I do, guys. I just play chill like most of you, honestly. Anyways, decent defense right there. I mean, we couldn't really defend super cleanly since we didn't have the poison to kill all of that junk that he spammed, but still not too bad. I'm going to bandit here for some pressure. We kind of do have to poison the pumps, except a little bit later in the game you can start to kind of just punish them instead of trying to actually get the poison off every single time. I'm going to go for the Ghost here. He might Golem soon, so I potentially could Pekka. Yeah, I'm going to actually Pekka right here, guys. Sometimes against Golem, you can actually just Pekka the bridge, and they literally can't defend it. Like, I don't know what he's going to do here. He might get like a late Evo E-Drag or something of that nature. I'm honestly not really sure what he can do here. Yeah, look, the Lumberjack is not going to do all that much for him. Pekka shreds it. We get our Evo Zap off here. Pekka kind of heals itself. He is sort of defending. Okay, honestly, he defended that better than I expected, but, like, we still defend his Golem, too, so, like, is that really bad for us? I wouldn't say it's too bad at all for us here. And, yeah, we could probably just get a Pekka to kite this Electro Dragon. Okay, this is not looking too good for us, guys. That Pekka did not really work out exactly how I wanted to, but I feel like I have a master plan push in hand. I mean, in my head right now. And we have the right cards in hand to hopefully pull something off right here. I'm going to get my Ewiz off up high. Hopefully we do something, man. This guy's defense is actually really good right now. I got to give it to him. Unfortunately for us, our stuff is just not breaking through the way I wanted it to. But we could just keep on bridge spamming, guys. He's probably not going to have the Elixir for an E-Drag or something right here. So Bandit does get on the tower. Battle Ram will get on the tower as well. This will be a really tight game, though. He's probably going to go for a bridge Golem on the left side pretty soon here, I would assume. Yeah, he does. So I'm just going to go for this right away, get my minions off as well, just to get the maximum DPS off on that. Honestly, guys, I think he might be in trouble here. I think that Golem was definitely a bit of a panic by him. Now, he will get some damage here, probably, but I don't think he's going to get quite enough. Oh, we have to go for a bandit here on this side. Okay, guys, come on, stay with me. Guys, if we can win this one, you guys have to subscribe. Also, guys, I forgot to mention it, but let me know what you think of this video format. Comment down below what you think of it. If you guys like it, like this video. If you guys don't like it, also like this video. And I'll adjust it based on your guys' feedback. We do get one barb shot. Nice! The Pekka makes it to the tower. Let's go. My plan worked out in the end. Easy win. Alright, guys. For deck number 4, we have Hog Earthquake. Now, for the longest time, I thought Hog Earthquake wasn't really a good mid-ladder deck because, you know, there's like 2.6 everywhere. Why would you play Hog Earthquake if you can just have the Fireball? Because, like, you know, Earthquake is meant to counter buildings, and in mid-ladder, I feel like there's not really many buildings at all. I mean, obviously there is going to be a lot of buildings, but, like, there's so much less than at top ladder, and there's a lot more Mega Knight spam and stuff like that you really need the Fireball to be. At least I thought, but ever since Goblinstein came out, guys, it kind of fulfills that role. Like, Goblinstein is able to really stop those huge Mega Knight pushes, those huge Elixir Golem pushes, or huge Lava Hound pushes, any of that kind of stuff. I feel like the Goblinstein really has you covered, so you might as well just put the Earthquake in this deck for when you do face those cannon decks, those Inferno Tower decks and stuff like that. I know there are probably a lot of Inferno Towers at mid-ladder, so yeah, that's why I think this deck is quite good. And also, guys, Firecracker is insane in mid-ladder. Like, There have been people I've faced in mid-ladder who have missed like 5 spells in a row on one firecracker. So imagine if you're spamming them throughout the game. How many spells will your opponent miss? You guys have to let me know. You guys have to try this deck out and let me know, man. Because I have really high hopes for you guys playing this deck. I think it's absolutely amazing for mid-ladder. And I just love how Firecracker can counter stuff like, for example, Clone so well as well. It's really, really quite nice. Firecracker actually kind of dodged that Mega Knight. I didn't really intend for that to happen, but I guess I'll take it. We do get our King Tower up, guys. Picture perfect gameplay right here, guys. This is exactly what you want to do against these mid-ladder players. All you have to do, guys, is go for skeletons in the middle, like so. Go for, like, skeletons, cannon, ice spirit, and then go for a firecracker, ice spirit, skeletons right in front of your king tower like this. Not exactly on the king tower, but one tile up. And obviously it kind of depends, like, where their stuff is placed, but yeah, that's pretty much always the placement you want to do. He does go for the prediction arrows there, but this deck has so many quick cycle distractions that I feel like you really don't have to worry too much about predictions. They're pretty much always going to have a second thing if they predict the first thing, like your skeletons or whatever it may be. It is going to be a little bit hard to break through here because I know this guy does have the evolved Mega Knight at the ready, but I'm still going to go in anyways just to force it out. And I mean, you know, I had to force it out at some point. If I didn't play my Hog route, he'd just have it in hand the whole game and I would just never break through ever again. So kind of had to do that at some point or another. Now he does go for a little bit of double lane pressure right here. Oh my goodness, this is a lot. Yeah, guys, this is a lot. See, if we didn't have our King Tower up, I feel like we'd be in so much trouble right now. We still are in trouble, though. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, guys, look, that's the power of getting your king up, man. If I didn't have my king up there, imagine how differently that could have turned out right there. That could have been most of my tower down instead of just part of it. He does waste the Archer Queen right as I go in for the Hog, which is perfect. And he does get the Mega Knight down as well, but we do buy ourselves one Hog hit. Guys, the most important thing when they have Dagger Duchess is to be very careful with your Hog timing. You can't just go for it as randomly as you normally could because they're able to just so much more easily defend Hogs and take 0 damage at all. This Mega Knight is going to connect right there. Honestly, not what I wanted at all. But guys, I'm hoping we can make a nice comeback here, man. I really hope we can make a nice comeback here. Come on, please. Nice, we get another Hog hit there. Okay, perfect. See, guys, I'm not exactly even sure what this guy's running. Like, he has a very weird Mega Knight deck, so I'm kind of confused myself at this point in time. And it's kind of just messing me up here a little bit. I'm going to get my Ice Spirit off here. I know we're going to take some bandit damage, but I don't really care too much. That is an Evo Mega Knight, but our Firecracker is still going to do some work onto it and actually reach the tower, surprisingly, from that far away. Let's just get our skeletons off, guys. Please, man, please. Guys, we need this win, man. I don't want to lose to Mega Knight. I'm going to show you guys how to beat Mega Knight, alright? I'm going to show you guys. Oh my gosh, man, those Spear Goblins on the other side got way too much damage. Okay, let me go for this right here, guys. And we can defend his bandit pretty cheaply with just the skeletons. Hog may get a hit here. Nice, Hog does get a hit. We can use our 3-card cycle, guys. The most important part of this deck is to use that 3-card cycle, get more Firecrackers going than you otherwise could, and you could cycle more spells. And yeah, man, Goldenstein just carried us right there in the end to help us get the 3-card cycle, and we take a very, very easy win against Mega Knight. Alright, moving on to the third best deck for mid-ladder, we have Mega Knight. I think a lot of you guys might be kind of surprised to not see this deck like at number 1 or just a lot higher on the list, but guys, Mega Knight, I mean, it's very, very good for mid-ladder, there's no doubt about that. There's so much E-barbs in mid-ladder, like all this spam stuff that Mega Knight obviously does a great job against, but at the same time, it is slightly overrated because even though Mega Knight is obviously great, there's also a lot of counterplay, like a lot of Pekka, a lot of Inferno Tower, stuff that's kind of hard for Mega Knight to break through, so that's why I specifically designed this deck for mid-ladder, because in this deck we actually have a bunch of bait cards to distract Inferno Tower, we have the Zap to reset it. You know, obviously, like, the bats in the middle reset it pretty well, too. Or, I mean, not reset it, but, like, distract it. You guys get the point. But, yeah, we have plenty of options here in this deck. This deck is also great with the Inferno Dragon. Helps you cover the weakness of, you know, facing those Pekka decks that would normally be very tough. You just have a lot of spam, and you defend cheaply with the Inferno Dragon. So, with this deck, you guys, you can be very aggressive. You kind of have to play it very aggressive. Sometimes make double lane pushes, too, because, obviously, it's kind of hard to get through Goblinstein with a deck like this when it can kind of just, like, shut down a whole lane. But with this deck, at the same time, like, if you make good double lane pressure, you're still able to deal with stuff like Goblinstein pretty good, and man, this is already looking pretty good for us here. We're gonna get a nice counter push off of that little snazzy old push he just made right there. Unfortunately, our Mega Knight is kind of dead at this point, though. Ooh, not the best skeletons ever by him. Okay, guys, wait, we just spam. Guys, we literally just spam. We just spam. What can he do? Yo, what can he do? What can my guy do? Wait, hold up. Do I spam the bats, too? Bro, wait, guys, keep going. I say we keep going. Yo, that was crazy. Man, did you see that? Huh, he's gonna get a log here for this, but man, that was a lot of damage. Oh, he doesn't even get the log for it. He has to go for a whole lumberjack. Okay. And guys, we can afford to be really aggressive here in this type of matchup too, because we have the Evo Mega Knight. So guys, when you have the Evo Mega Knight in cycle, just go as aggressive as you want when you're facing a matchup like this, because all you have to do to defend is just Evo Mega Knight, and it will constantly push the RG back, constantly push, you know, the Golem back, whatever deck you may be facing. Wow, the one Goblin does reach the tower there for a little bit of damage. Beautiful stuff for us. Ooh, I go for the Inferno Dragon right as he plays that, unfortunately. But guys, also, another great thing here is that the Evo Bats are kind of hard for him to kill. Like, what can he do besides to, I don't know, fireball them or something? There's probably nothing he can do besides that, because I mean, he has Phoenix, that's it. But yeah, I mean, Evo Bats are probably going to do some really great work in this matchup, I think. He does go in for the RG, but, like, you have to defend, my guy. You can attack, but you also have to defend. He's probably going to maybe try to get his king up with, like, a late Fisherman. Oh, what the heck? Yo, the Mega Knight gets pulled to the other lane, guys. Yo, what is going on, guys? This man is cooked, bro. I'm just gonna keep spamming. I can play with one hand, bro. I can have this hand on my head. I'll still play well. That's how easy Mega Knight is. Nice, man. We take the easy win right there against RG. This guy stood no chance. Okay, guys. Moving on to the second best deck for mid-ladder. We have Electro Giant. Now, this deck is so incredibly broken, guys. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer that it would be really good in mid-ladder, but I feel like so many people don't realize how good it is. And, guys, it just, like... Bro, this deck just decimates the annoying Mega Knight decks, guys. Literally just decimates them. Oh, the Phoenix is going backwards. Nice. Let's go. Yo, okay, that's perfect, even though we do take a lot of damage here, unfortunately. But yeah, guys, this deck decimates Mega Knight, and you might think, like, oh, well, Evo Mega Knight can just knock back the Electro Giant, so why would it be that good? Well, guys, no. There's a thing in the game, I don't know if it's like a bug or intentional, but you actually cannot have your E-Giant knocked back by evolved Mega Knight, which is amazing. I love when that happens, because if it did happen, I'd be so annoyed as an E-Giant player, so it's great that it doesn't get knocked back. And yeah, man, this deck, you can even beat Pekka with it. It's not easy to beat Pekka with this deck, but you can still beat it, and it just really... And a very easy deck to play. I feel like that's really the main benefit of this deck. It's very easy to play, and I think that's what most mid-ladder players are looking for. A very easy deck to play that will just shut down a lot of those toxic decks. I mean, it's kind of a toxic deck itself, but yeah, it's also good for shutting down other toxic decks, so... Yeah, it is pretty nice. I am actually going to go for a Bridge E-Giant here, because this guy was so aggressive too. Might as well match this kid's energy and give him a taste of his own medicine, hopefully. I'm going to go ahead and pull this in. I don't know if our E-Giant's really going to do much. Maybe not like the best E-Giant right there, but probably not the worst either, because maybe this... Yeah, this bomber does get a hit there. I'll take it. But Phoenix will unfortunately die. Against Splash Road, it's pretty important to try to block the bridge sometimes from their tank. Like, if they go for a Knight Graveyard, you want to kind of just Golden Knight up high or something just to block that and allow you to defend the graveyard a lot easier. Oh, what the heck, man? This guy's so aggressive. Hey, guys, do not be like this graveyard player, man. This is not how you play graveyard. We're going to get a nice counter push here, but his defense is really broken that he honestly might get away with it, so we'll see what happens, I guess. Okay, he does go for that. It's very nice to have Phoenix to wreck these baby dragons, honestly. Really the perfect counter to it. Hopefully this Evo Knight does die. Honestly, probably won't quite die. Or actually, it basically does. Okay, that's not bad at all. He potentially could go in for a graveyard. Yeah, of course he would. Of course he would. Why would I even question whether he would do that or not? Of course he would, man. Okay. Okay, no way the tower's not on the graveyard. I don't know how it randomly decided to switch the target, but all good. We could go in for this. Unfortunately, we don't have the elixir for a lightning right now if he goes for a cannon, but maybe he actually won't even go for one. Dude, I don't know how my whole push just got shut down, guys. He really spent like 20 elixir on offense, and he somehow defends just completely free of any damage. That is interesting. Guys, really? He really just... Dude, graveyard players always just amaze me. Like, how did you just spend 30 elixir on offense, and now you just get completely... a perfect defense after that? Like, that's insane. Okay, guys, wait, hold up. Let's yank this in. Honestly, I could have yanked it away, actually, instead of in. I could have pulled it to the opposite lane right there. It would have been a little bit smarter, but hopefully we're still able to do something, man. It's not looking too good for us here. I do have this. Okay. I think I'll just get my E-Giant off right here. And hopefully we're able to muster up some elixir to be able to get maybe a lightning off or something like that. Yeah, actually, let's get a beautiful lightning off right here. Nice, that was honestly a pretty bad tornado by this guy. I'm gonna get my Evo Cannon just to kill this baby dragon and maybe DPS down the knight slightly as well. We do make him go for that. That's pretty good, guys. And we do have our Evo Bomber, guys. The secret weapon of this deck is the Leroy Curry. The Leroy Curry, guys, is so darn good, man. It's like sometimes you'll be getting wrecked one game. All you need is one good curry, and you do so well. Okay. He does go for the tornado there, so I don't know how much damage we'll actually be able to get on his baby dragon. He does go for that as well, man. I'm just holding on to my Evo Bomber, dude. I want to play it so badly here, guys, to, like, defend the graveyards and stuff, but I just can't, man. I just can't. Okay, I'm going to go for this right here, get this off. He's probably going to baby dragon soon, so we have to yank this in. I'm actually not going to lightning on this cannon. No point when it's so up high like that. But, guys, I do have my lightning at the ready, man. Whatever he plays here, I might try to go for a lightning. Unfortunately, we don't actually have a tornado. Okay, now we do. Guys, hold up. Oh, I meant to tornado, not to lightning, bro. Oh, no, guys, please, please. Forgive me, forgive me. Okay, guys, okay. Okay, guys, can we beat him? Can we beat him? Please, beat the toxic no-skill graveyard player, please. Come on, please, just get a cannon. Guys, cannon full counters graveyard if there's no tanks for it. Come on. Yes, I think we got him. I think we got him. I think we got him. Let's go! Let's go, buddy. Don't try me. Don't test me, bro. Wow, I won by 8 HP. 8 HP. Alright, guys, and now for the #1 best mid-ladder deck in Clash Royale, the moment you guys have all been waiting for. Classic Logbait Inferno Tower, guys. This deck is probably the best deck out there for mid-ladder, and there's a lot of reasons why. I mean, first off, the Inferno Tower, that's probably the main thing. Like, guys, a level 3 Inferno Tower can probably solo a level 15 Lava Hound or Golem easily. So, one of the best parts about it is that it doesn't matter what level you are, you're going to be able to defend, guys. Trust me, you're going to be able to defend even if you're quite severely underleveled, like I'm sure a lot of you guys might be, compared to those level 15 Mega Knight users and all of that. And also, the other great thing is that this deck is very kind of risk-free, right? Like, all you do is you cycle these cheap 3 elixir barrels periodically throughout the game. It's not like some deck where you go for, you know, a whole aggressive Hog Rider. Like, for example, even Hog Rider, that's only 1 more elixir than barrel. You have to actually get it to the tower, but for a barrel, you know it's either going to get some damage or force out some elixir. And yeah, it like always does something, whereas like something like a Hog Rider, sometimes it just gives them a free counter push. It feels like barrel doesn't really almost ever do that, so yeah, that's a very nice thing. Unfortunately, we are facing recruits here, which is pretty much the worst matchup possible for this deck. Oh, brother, I can't believe we're actually facing recruits, man. This is so annoying here, because, I mean, the one thing Inferno Tower isn't good against is surely recruits. But luckily, this barrel here does get good damage. Princess is staying alive, too, doing some pretty good work here. Okay. Also, the other issue is that this guy has Mother Witch for no reason whatsoever. I don't know why he has Mother Witch. Bro, he has E-Golem. Are you kidding me? E-Golem, bro, ain't no way. No, this guy needs to be punished, bro. Ooh, let him get away with this. Come on, Evo Skeletons. Come on, Evo Skeletons. Yo, the Evo Skeletons, guys. Guys, mid-ladder players, the thing about mid-ladder players, right, guys? Like, the other reason why this deck is so good, bro, mid-ladder players do not keep track of your evolutions. Like, top-ladder players, they'll know to keep their spellings, like when you have Evo Skeletons. Mid-ladder players don't know that. They just don't keep track. You know, they're just chilling, playing on the couch. Like, they don't actually want to focus that much. And look what that can do if they don't pay attention to that. I mean, this guy's not even a bad player. Like, he's not in mid-ladder, but, like, dang, we just wrecked him there so badly. You can see even top players sometimes struggle to keep track of stuff or pay attention to it. There's just too much to think about at once for some people. Man, that was crazy. And guys, Bait is honestly also a pretty easy deck to play. I feel like, especially with Evo Barrel being a thing, it's not as high skill as a lot of people make it out to be. It's just like, it's somewhere in between. It's not low skill, but it's not like... I mean, any deck in the game pretty much can be played at a high skill level, but like it's going to give you pretty good success even if you're not like one of the very best bait players. A lot of people can have good success with Logbait. I think we just defend here. Honestly, I wanted to Knight there, not Inferno Tower, but I don't think it even matters. This guy is probably not going to break through right here, man. We just shredded Elixir Golem Recruits, one of the honestly more difficult types of matchups for bait. Let's go.